Let us look at the first exercise in Microsoft Word, and in this exercise we are supposed to prepare a document using the formatting tool, and this is the format they have given. What I have done here is I have the text, whatever that needs to be typed over here. This I have done so as to reduce my video size. So you can type it and then do the formatting, or you can format and do it. The option is one and the same. So let's start with the first option, and the first option we are supposed to make this particular line in a formatted way. So I'm going to select this particular line, and then I'm going to go to the home tab over here, and under the home tab I get the option for text effect. So I'm going to select the text effect. You can select any text effect, so they just want you to select one of the text effect. I'm going to select this particular text effect. Once you select this particular text effect, you can then make it maybe a bit bold if it is already not bold, and if it all you want to increase the size. If you look at this particular thing, you can increase the size of it, okay, like this. And I'm going to then increasing size is very simple. You can just click on here and increase the size, plus or minus. So this is to minus, this is to plus, and I'm going to just center it. So this will be in center. Now the font that they have used is a different font. It need not be the Times New Roman. I'm using the font Times New Roman. Now if you want, you can change the font by clicking on this down arrow over here, and maybe I can select some font of my choice. Okay, so this is purely optional. If you want, you can change it or you can leave it. Okay, but I've just done that. Okay, so you have the text formatting done. Now let's look at the next part, and the next part is we are supposed to prepare a table and place them inside this particular table. So I'm going to go over to my document over here, and I'll press enter. Now here you are supposed to insert a table. So let me insert a table here. I'm going to go to the insert here, and in the insert I have the option for a table. Now if you look at this particular table, now this table has actually two rows are there and two columns are there. So you can select the two rows and two columns. You can do it from here, or you can do it from the insert two columns and two. So insert here and then say two rows and two columns. So this is done, two rows and two columns, and just click insert. Now when you insert it, you notice that this is coming at exactly at the middle. So what you can do is you can go over here, and if you notice the mouse pointer changes to double-headed arrow, then click and drag it to the other side, so that you have some area over here on this side and large area on the other side. Once you have done that thing, select the two rows here, that is along one column, and I'm going to merge it. Okay, so to merge it, you have to go to the layout over here, and under the layout you get an option to merge the cell. This is the option, merge cells, and once it is done, your cell has been merged. And then we have an option to type the things. Now I assume that you are going to type this thing, but I'm going to select this and just drag it over here. That is done, and remove the extra thing from there. And then I have three more lines. I'm going to select it and drag it. I assume that you are typing it, so you have typed, assume that you typed it. Okay, that's done. And then we are supposed to format a few things. So this is bold, this is bold, this is bold. Okay, done. So select it, select this text and press bold over here. I'm sorry, not this one, and bold over here. And then select this, and under the home menu you have the bold here, and select this, and under the home menu you have the bold here. Now if you notice there is a slightly larger spacing over here between these lines. What you can do is select all of them, and once you select all of them, you can go over here and you can click on this one, line spacing, click on, and then make it just say 1.5 to make it slightly larger. And you notice now, so I have selected 1.5 from here, this place, okay, line spacing. And then once it is done, you will notice that it is appearing to a very great extent to like this. Okay. Now the next thing is I'm going to select this table. Now to select this table, you can click here to select this table, or there are many different options. If you are using the newer version of Microsoft Word, then you can just click on this handle to select the entire table. Once the table is selected, I will first remove all the border. So I'm going to go over here. You can go to the table design and then do it. So design, then do it. Or you can do it from the home menu itself. They are all same, one and the same. You get the option at different places. You can do it from here, or you can go to the design and then do it. Okay. So once you are in here, let me highlight here. And first I'm going to go to this border under the table tools design. I'm going to go to the border, and first I'm going to remove all the border. So that's it. So when you remove all the border, you notice that there is nothing is there. And then they said that put only the row wise borders. So let me go here and let me again go to this one, and then I select the border like this. So this is going to add the top border. Now let's see, just to see what are the things which are coming over here. So I need top border and the other borders. So let me go to the table over here, and then I'm going to say I need a top border, I need a bottom border, okay, the bottom border. Also I need one other border, and that border is the middle border. Okay, so where is that border you have to say? Okay, inside border. Okay. So you can notice the borders that I have selected: the bottom border, the top border, and the inside border. So these are the borders that you have to select it. So all the row wise border, this is the inside border, the top border, and the bottom border. So you have selected this one. Now when you select the bottom border, see to it that it is not selecting the whole thing. So just let me undo it, because it's going to select this part also. Let me undo this part and just select only this part and then do it. Okay, so select only this part and do it, because if you try to do it, the other part also will get affected. So let me go over here and then try this, the bottom border, the top border, and the inside border. Okay, so you have all the border over here. It is done, and then you are supposed to fill it with the color. Okay, so just select one color of your choice and fill it. It's done. Now in this region, click on this region, and then you need to insert it. You can copy the image from the internet, or if it is already downloaded, you can just download it from the you can just insert it. Otherwise you can get it from the internet. So I'm going to go to the insert over here. I assume that it is already downloaded. If it is not downloaded, go to the internet, search for Indian emblem. So India emblem, and you are going to get it, and then paste it over here. Okay. So I'm going to go to the insert pictures, and I have it in my machine, and generally if it is downloaded, it will be there in your picture folder. So it will be there in your picture folder. Just search for it. I have it over here, and click OK, and that will be inserted. Now what if it is not there? Just search for Indian emblem and then paste it at this point. So you have the first part done. Let's go to the next part, and let's see what is the next thing that we are supposed to do it. In the next part we are supposed to go for a drop down over here. So let's go and let's do that thing. I'm going to select this new N from this new. So I'm going to select this N. Okay, once I've selected this N, I'm going to go to the insert menu. So I'll go to the insert menu, and in the insert menu I get the option for drop down. So you have the option for drop down. So you have there are different drop down options are there. Now I'm not very sure which drop down they have selected. If you notice this, so this thing is coming fully outside. So I will select the under the drop down, I'm going to select this option. This is coming full this side. Okay, so I'm going to select this one. Okay, in margin. Now I'm not sure what they have done over here, because if it is appearing as though it is coming fully inside, but the one that it says, if you try to do it, it's going to come inside the margin. Now if it is possible, you can just tap it and get it inside like this. Now if you try to do it, okay, so somewhere it's going to come, or else I'm going to undo it. Okay, or else you can go to this one and select the second one. This one is also fine, but anyway, you have the drop down. So what they want you is to use this drop down facility. So you have this drop down with you. Once this drop down is created, let's go to the next part. And what else we are supposed to do it? Okay, change this color. So that's very simple. Select it and then go to the home directory, and you have the font color over here. So select the font color of your choice. I'm going to just select one color, and that's it. You have the font created. Let's go to the next part, and this you are supposed to get it in the bulleted list. 2 lines you are supposed to get it in bulleted list. So let's select the 2 lines over here. Let's see which are these 2 lines. The current scenario, okay, then the new system will be, okay, so I think up to here you are supposed to do it. Select it and then go to the home again. So under this home, you have an option for this thing. Now if it is not there, you can if this option is not there, go to the define bullet, and you will find the symbol. Under the symbol, select the symbol. I'm 100% sure that it will be there here itself, but if it's not there, then search for it. Okay, so select it, and you have the 2 things that are created for you. Okay, that's done, and we are supposed to make up to respectively in italics. So let's go and do that thing. Up to respectively, up to this point I was selected, and I'm going to go to this home and make it italics. That is done, and then the next part they have done is, again they have gone for some text formatting. So I will select the remaining part in this line, and then go to the again same text highlighter over here, and I'm going to select one among them. Okay, you can select any one among them, just select one among them. It is done. Okay, you have something of this type, or you can select any of them. This anything is okay. Okay, and if you are selected something else, you can change the colors and so on and so forth. So you have done. Okay, that is done, and the next part that you can do is this thing. Okay, let's do this part. The next 2 lines is selected, and if you notice that it is inside. Okay, so this is inside. So first I'm going to do is I'll go to the indent. You can press tab here, or you can use the indent here. Under home you have the increase, decrease, indent. These 2 options are there. So I'm going to click on the increase indent. So let me get it slightly inside, and then I'm going to go to the bullets. So I will click on the bullets and then select the dotted bullets over here. So once you select this dotted bullet, it is done, and after that they require something else to be done. They require 2 borders on the 2 sides. So this is very simple. Click on it and click on this home, and under the home you have this option for border. Go for the left border, you have the left border with you, and then go for the right border, and you have the right border with you. So this border part is completed. Let me see what else they have done. And take there was somewhere new line. This is bold, and this part was bold there. So I think I forgot that. Where is this part? Okay, new. I think up to circular structure up to here, new, and let me say this is bold. Make it as bold. Okay, just look at it and just see which part is bold, and then make it as bold. Okay, that A was not there, so let me make it proper. Done. With this, let's go to the next part, and that is we are supposed to go up to the next academic establishment. All of them are in bulleted list. So up to here, all of them are single bulleted. If you notice there, they are all single bulleted. And to do that, we go to the again bullets. We select this bullet and we go for the single bullet. Click on it, and that will do the magic for you. And if you look at this one, even though I pasted the text and actually it has come in the text itself, so here one small minor problem is that you generally don't get this 0 over here. Now this 0, you are getting it, there are two ways in which you can get this 0. Okay, both are valid one. Now suppose if you want that 0, press type 0 over here, or you can type O over here, it's up to you. And then select this one, hold shift and select it, or using the mouse you can select this one, select this one letter itself, and you have an option right in the home ribbon over here, and that is the superscript. Make it superscript, and that's it, you have done it. The other way is you can go to insert and then symbol. There is another way around, insert and search for the symbol and then insert it. There are two ways in which you can do it, but I feel this is the first option is the easiest one. So you are just typing O here, small case O. Let me remove this part. Let me try it one more time. So you type, that is it, you type small case O here, select it, and then go to the home and superscript. That will do the magic for you. That's done. And let's go to the next part over here, and if you notice, up to card is bold. Select it, up to card is bold, select it and make it bold. It's done. Let's go to the next part. If you notice, two lines 2030 to the higher education, this is been colored. So 2030 till higher education. I think this one is in there is one line is missing. This is the actual one, 2030 gross education and so on and so forth. So these two lines, 2030 and this, has to be highlighted. So how do you do that thing? Now this is this color, you want to get it. So how do you get it? You go and you have selected two lines. So go here and you have the option for shading, select it, and you have the shading, select any color of your choice. And I think it is better you select their choice, not your choice. And then you have the color with you. Maybe this is the color they have selected. Done. And the last part, 50% to this is in bold. So 50% to up to here, select it, go here and make it bold. Done. With that thing done, let's look at the last part, and the academic bank credit distribution. This part has to be highlighted. Now this part is slightly different. Select this line. It is not giving a shading. You have an option over here that says let's look at this one. So this is a text highlighting. Select it and then make the highlight the color, and you get the color over here. I'm going to again select it. I'm going to make it bold, and maybe I'm going to increase the font size. So maybe that's too much. Okay, I don't know, this is already increased. You can also change, just for the fun, you can also change the font as Arial or maybe anything, because they have just changed the font there. Okay, anything, something. Okay, I've just changed it, and maybe okay. The reason is if you look at this one, this font is slightly different from the other. You can play around with the font. I will not waste my time in the video to select the right font. Just change the font, that's all. They want you to change the font here. Okay, that's done. Let's look at the next part. The next, you are supposed to create two columns. So select the whole thing, and then let's go to the layout. This time, to get to the column, you have to go to this layout, and under this layout you have an option for columns. Now you are supposed to get two columns, but don't do that two columns. Go for more columns. So that's required. Go for more columns, and under this more columns, select two columns. Also select a line in between. So this and this line in between. Click OK, and that's it. You are done with that part. After this, you are supposed to get the M as a drop down. Select the M itself. Go to insert menu. Go to insert menu, and under the insert you have drop down, and I'm going to select the drop down M over here. That is done. Now the next part is we are supposed to get a border for this first paragraph. So select this first paragraph, and then go to the home, and you have the border option over here, and this is the border option you have. So select it and select the complete outside border. Select it and then do it. I think just Control Z. I'm going to I think I better make this border. If you notice over here, there are two things that can happen. If you try to do it, that M will also get to the border. Other way around is I think I will go with the border first. I will put a border first, and then I will make this one as a drop down. So the option is reverse, because if I try to do it, that M will also get to that border, which I don't want that thing to happen. So I will what I've done is I've selected this first, put a border first from here, and then make M. Otherwise that M will also get to that border. Okay, that's done. Let's look at the last part. Now when you try to do it, you may get this particular thing coming outside and other thing. This is because of the restriction on the page. So if your page is not properly the size is not proper according to their size, and your size may be different, then you may have some problem. So this may come to the next line, but anyhow they want you to create two columns, and then you have phased out in 15 years. This part has to be there. So phased out in 15 years. Select it and make it bold, and that thing is done. Now if you notice, I am actually having a trouble with my page here. So I'm going to just press Ctrl Enter to get it to the next page, just to make the things appear properly. This is because it's coming at the edge of the page. Okay, the last part that we are supposed to do is highlight this one. So let's select it and go to the highlighter over here. Let's go to this one. Let me go here, the text highlighter, and just select the text highlighter. That is done, and now we are supposed to insert a few equations. So let's quickly insert them. So I'm going to go to the insert, and under the insert you have the last side, equations. Click on this equation. You have the equation editor with you, and then what we are supposed to do, first one, df by dt is there. So go here and select the first option, that is division. So under the fraction you get that thing, and then I think this is dt, and the top one is df. Now once it is done, use the arrows. So remember, it is better you use the arrows, not the mouse. So use the up, down, right, left arrows to make the movement. Then you have equal sign after this, and then you have a limit and followed by this. Let's look at where we'll get the limit part. So if you look at here, you have this limit part. Okay, limit followed by something. So look at here, and then look at here. What you are supposed to do is a limit followed by something, bottom something is there, and this side something is there. So let's go ahead and let's do that thing. I have the limit. There must be something at the bottom and there must be something on the other side. So you got this part. What else we are supposed to do it? A limit h turns to 0. So let me do that. Limit h. Now you need an arrow there. So how do you get the arrow? Now search for the symbol arrow here. You may get one symbol arrow here. So you notice that there is this symbol arrow. Click on that symbol. Turn to 0. That part is done. I'm using the keyboard arrows to highlight the things. Followed by what you have is again division. So once you have done it, go here and make it a division. 2 are there, and then you have the option f t plus h. So just writing it now. Okay, so select it. F inside bracket, I suppose. F of t plus h, f of t plus h. This one is done, and minus f of t, minus f of t, done. And then bottom side you have eh. So this completes the first part. Press enter, click outside and press enter, and that's it. Insert the next one, insert and next equation, and what you have is a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Let's do that thing. So first I'm going to select this one, that is I want something at the top, so I'm going to select this one. So this will be a plus 2 whole square. So this is a plus b whole square is equal to, again look at this, I'm using the arrow, that's all. I am not using the mouse, so it is better not to use the mouse for this thing. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. So let's do that thing. So I need a exponential now. So let's go here and get the exponential. So a square, I'm using keyboard only, a square plus 2ab plus followed by the next script, that is a b square. This is done. Let's click outside and press enter. Let me go to the insert again and insert one more equation. And what is the next equation says? Next equation says a minus b whole square equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So let's do this part. Again I need an exponential. I'll click on the exponential and select this one. And a minus b whole square, sorry, this is not okay, a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square is equal to, what did they say, a minus b whole square equal to a plus b whole square. So again I need the exponential, click on this and make the exponential, a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square, and then just a minute, this is there at the edge, that's why a plus b, that is plus or minus, let's see what is this, minus 4ab, minus 4ab, that is done. Let me click outside and press enter. And the last part that we are supposed to do is insert and equation. Then we are left with a square plus b square. So let's do that thing. So I'm going to select this one, a square. Again if you are not getting what I'm doing, is I'm using the arrow keys. Okay, so I use the arrow keys on my keyboard to get it done. So I'm using arrow, left, right, top, bottom, anything you can use it, and see where the cursor is moving, and accordingly you do that thing. A plus b whole square is equal to, so you have a minus b whole square. So let's do that thing. I'll select this one and then say a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square, then followed by what else they are supposed to do it is plus 2ab, plus 2ab. That's all you need to do. Nothing else to be done. Thank you for watching the video. I will stop the video now.